I think you guys can do better than that. Come on, let's do it one more time.
Hi, what's up guys? My name is Alex Estrada. I'm actually a senior here, so when I first got hit up to come out and speak, I was like super nervous. I was like, you know what, nah, like who am I? I'm still like, I'm just a student, whatever. But I think I have a lot of value to provide for you guys since, there's not a lot of opportunities here on campus, and I somehow figured out a way to, make photography a full-time gig for myself here on campus and outside campus. So if there's anything that I can provide of value to any of you guys, this is exactly why I'm doing it. And who here wants to do photography full-time when they graduate? Raise your hand. You gotta own that shit. Be like, yup, raise that hand high, yeah. Who wants to do it part-time on the weekends?
I do it on weekends too.
I'm proud of that. Hell yeah, part-time.
LCS.
You gotta own that shit. LCS. And full disclaimer, I cuss. I use a lot of slang. If there's something that you didn't quite understand, feel free to raise your hand. What was that? What'd you say? I don't mind at all. And so who here just wants to be a hobbyist? I don't mean it like that, just a hobbyist. If it's a hobby, it's a hobby. It's my hobby. I love it. Sweet. Well, let me just go. Has anyone seen my photos at all? Yeah. How many of you seen my photos? How many of you not? Better yet. Nobody's seen my photos. Let me just give you a quick quick summary of my early days, then what got me into concerts, and then some fun stuff real quick, and then I'll go into speaking more about that. Alright, so when I first picked up a camera, I just wanted to do it for fun. I had so much time on my hands. I had just, and by the way, my story of photography kind of it goes hand in hand with my career here at Cal Poly. If it weren't for photography, I probably would have dropped out. And
what were you gonna do if you were dropped out? Like, what was your plans?
I don't know. I was gonna be like some tradesman or something. I was gonna go and join a union, be like, I don't know, something random. Okay. I would have done anything I could just to make money, just because I didn't really have much of a direction. You guys can, raise your hand and ask a question at any point. I don't mind at all. I'm not a guest speaker. I don't do this. This is my first time getting up and talking in front of a group like this. So I'd rather it be more like interactive rather than me just talking at you, because I hate when people just get up and talk to me. So it's a lot of my early stuff. I love going on rooftops. This is just all for fun. This is in Hollywood Hills, and I would find random shit. I'd see a puddle, and I'd be like, "Yo, that looks dope. I'm gonna take a photo."
Hey, Alex, the guy over there, Brian, you have a question, right?
Yeah. Have you been to LAX, by In-N-Out, where random question like LAX and
I know which one you're talking about. I haven't been there yet.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if you were able to go up to the parking spot and get that rooftop picture.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that yet.
You know what
That's
I'm
on my
saying?
list. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. So there's just a bunch of, this is one of my very first shots when I picked up my camera and I learned about long exposure photography. And by the way, this one kid who came out of Cal Poly too, his name was Ryan. He kind of really gave me the, I saw his work and I know him through other friends, and I was just like, I'm gonna go do the same thing. He looks like he's having fun. And I just went out there and just started taking a bunch of photos. This is all within 6 months maybe. Getting on rooftops, doing such a long exposure. What's up?
Is that the Burj Khalifa? It looks like it. The previous one?
This one?
Yeah, what's that?
That's the US Bank building.
Is that in LA?
Downtown LA, yeah. A lot of this is downtown LA. This is on a rooftop in downtown LA. Same rooftop, different angle. And I went out and I took a picture of Denny's, This is around the time when I was just trying to get noticed by people by tagging ABC Eyewitness and hey, this windmill's lit up, feature me. I was just thirsty. But it's just having fun, I would use a lot of hashtags, tag a lot of people just to see my photo get featured everywhere. And this is 4th of July. This camera did you start with? What's up?
What camera did you start?
It was a Canon Rebel XSI on a tripod. Your tripod's your best friend in low light if you don't have a good low light camera. That camera's 10 years old. I would still use it today and still get some fire shots. This one I wanted to get crazy with tones. And mind you, this is me just having fun, dude. I was just going out, hit the same spot. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back at night and see how it looks. And
how are you able to get the rooftop access? That's actually my #1 quest.
Hit me up later. Went to abandoned buildings, you know, just having a bunch of fun, dude. And, you know, some of it could get you in trouble, just so y'all know. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is that the abandoned Nazi camp?
Nazi camp, yeah. Yeah. They have it blocked off, but, I mean, there was like a gap in the gate that I went through.
What made you start in videography, since you're a videographer as well?
Video, like people just wanted video, and like I've always liked video.
Yeah.
And you know, I got one request where I try to, you know what? Let me work my way up to that. Let me just get through these.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be my second portion. So you know, this is just a bunch of fun stuff. If you guys want to see more of it, you can see it on my Instagram. For the sake of time, I will move on to. So this was me just having fun. You know, I started Cal Poly again, and a big part of my story was like I used to be a bartender, and like I would party, go crazy, and you know, have a lot of fun doing that. But I knew there was more to life than you know just bartending and drinking and partying with your friends. So I got back into school, came back to Cal Poly, but I was still unmotivated. You know, all I knew was all I wanted to do was business, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do exactly with business. And you know, still having fun doing a lot of business, photos that you see. And I was like, okay, photos dope, school kind of sucks, but I know I need it. What do I do? So I just kept like looking around for opportunities on campus. Like, how could I incorporate photography with business? So I got lucky. I started a job here at Cal Poly Pomona, ASINDPR. I got so much love for that company. They had a photography position, and I went, applied. And I got it, so I was like, sweet, I'm in a marketing company now, and doing what I love on campus, and you know, I'm just going to do marketing. I'm a major in marketing. I'm in a marketing company. Why not? I feel like it paired very well, and still doing both today. And you know, fast forward today, now I'm like working with Denmark. I don't know if you guys, anyone know what Denmark is?
Oh, Steve Aoki's brand, yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Aoki's record label.
Yeah.
So I'm working with them right now, and I'm doing marketing and a video productions position right now.
What do you use to like record your videos? Like, do you use like a regular camera, or do you use like a Canon?
I use DSLR and a mirrorless.
Okay.
I have Canon 5D Mark IV and Sony A600.
Yeah. Like, do you plan on like having like a Canon G7X to start like doing vlogging and like other stuff?
I don't know about vlogging. People have asked me if I should vlog, but I don't know if I have a personality for it. This is the most excited I've been in a long time. It's going to take a lot out of me, a lot of energy, and to be vlogging, I know it's going to be like very draining for me, but who knows, maybe. So yeah, I showed you the early days of my photography, what I was doing for fun, and once I started working here, I met this really cool dude named Matt, and he showed me pretty much like how to do like video work and EDM. He was doing all this cool stuff like traveling, and I was like, dude, I want to do that. I can do that too. Like, and so he showed me how to write an email, how to reach out to artist management and stuff like that. And first, I still had to pay my dues, so I started taking photos for free at this one club called Space Yacht. Anybody heard of Space Yacht? Nobody?
Is it in downtown LA?
It's in Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood, okay.
Yeah, it's just a club where a bunch of degenerates meet up on Tuesdays and have a bunch of fun. A lot of DJs show up. Like, there's Ghastly right there in the middle.
Yes, in space.
I got Darren Styles, my boy. He's now one of my clients. I shot him for free here. And there's Gammer. I don't know if y'all know Gammer.
Yeah.
This is the homie Ray Volpe. At the time, I didn't know who he was. I just took a photo of him. He loved it, and we became friends ever since. And here's Ray Volpe on the left, and then you got Slushy in the middle.
Slushy.
Virtual Riot on the right. And this is the shot that got me a job with Darren Styles and Gammer. They both hit me up on separate occasions. They just hit me up and said, hey, we loved your stuff. Would you like to come shoot for us? I was like, yeah, sweet. And then they asked me what was my rate. And I was like, fuck, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
doing this for fun.
They personally hit you up, right? Not like their management, right? Or is just
Their management hit me up.
oh, their management. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And,
Through Twitter or like through like Insta?
my email.
Through your email. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. And I asked a friend, I was like, dude, what should my rate be? They're like, I don't know, tell them like $200. And I was like, that seems like a lot, bro. Threw it out there, and they were like, sweet, absolutely. And then at the time, I was like, oh, sweet, I'm getting paid this much? Like, this is crazy. Like, you know, this is just a hobby. Okay, right here. Another okay. This is all for free. Like, I was just like trying to sneak my camera into places, and I would hit up the promoters and tell them like, hey, like, I'll shoot for free. I'll give you the photos for free. And they all said, yeah, they were all very welcoming. Who doesn't like free shit?
When you shoot like EDM performances, oh, what's a nut? Yeah, what's a nut? Yeah, like when you do your performances, like where do you usually like shoot when they do their performances?
What do you mean?
Like where you shoot like your pictures? Like do you like stand next to their set or like?
I'm all over the place. Man.
You're all over
I'm
the
trying
place.
to get like the best shot, different angles. Like I'm trying to get like the absolute best shots that I can. And you know, from their set, usually it's about an hour, hour and a half. Like I'm working that whole hour, hour and a half trying to get that perfect shot. Even if I got to stand in one position for like 15 minutes and I get like 500 photos of that same thing, I want the best one out of that 500. And so a lot of these parties were on Tuesdays. And I don't know if you guys caught this, but that's DJ Snape right there doing some weird, I don't know what he's doing, but it was a cool shot. He loved it. He posted it on his page. And but yeah, mind you, like these are on Tuesdays, and I'm still doing school full time. Question?
For one of the photos that you did you mount a light onto your camera or?
I have a flash, an external flash that I use. Yeah. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, Tuesday nights I would go there like every other Tuesday and just shoot all night. And mind you, I'm still in class full time and still working at ASI part time for 20 hours. So stay up all night. Editing the photos because I wanted to be the first one to edit them and send them out so that everyone could post them and see my name, and probably get like 2 hours of sleep and then back in class the very next day. It was like a wild first like 5 months of just free shooting, just having fun, but also it was work, you know. And I spent like, you know, a lot of Wednesdays just dragging my feet through this.